Hey Omies, I'm Ewashkiw from Adventure Yoga. Thanks for joining me today for this 30-minute intermediate flow class. This is a playful backbend class. It's not a super fast flow, but we're gonna have fun. So unroll your mat. You don't need any other props than that. And lie down on your mat and I'll meet you there. Cool? See you in a second. Please lie down on your back. Bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. Tuck your shoulders underneath you a little bit. Place your palms on the ground beside your body, beside your legs. Push your feet down, push your hands down, and lift your butt up. Squeeze your butt tight. Then we're going to lower our butt to a count of 3. Ready? Lower for 3, 2, 1, and then lift for 3, 2, 1. Think about your butt, squeeze it tight and lower for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it tight, lift 3, 2, 1. And then remember we're doing playful, so keep lowering. You can count your own 3 and lifting. Make it playful. How? I don't know. Squeeze your butt. It's a little playful. Keep doing these. Got a few more of these. Count them to yourself so that you're keeping it steady and so that I can remind you to keep focusing on having fun, squeezing your butt tight. Do one more up and one more down, and then bring it all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. We're gonna rock and roll backwards and forwards so we can come up to standing. So knees into your chest, rock and roll, and stand up. Stand at the top of your mat, Tadasana. We're just gonna get into some Surya Namaskars because we don't have that long in class today. Stretch your arms up overhead, Hastasana. So hands facing each other, look forward. Pause here for a second. Stretch long up through the back of your body. And then fold forward, Uttanasana. Touch the ground. Bend your knees if you need to. And then lift your chest. Work to straighten your spine here. You might need to bend your knees a little, help you with that. Ardha Uttanasana. And then place your hands flat. Step back to plank pose, Palakasana. Think about your inner thighs and just hug them in a little bit so you can make your whole body a little stronger. Palakasana, plank pose. And then, because it's playful, for a count of 3, we're going to lower to Chaturanga. Ready? 3, bend your elbows a little. 2, bend your elbows a little more. 1, find Chaturanga. Up dog, place your feet flat. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, curl it up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Squeeze your thighs towards each other a little bit here. If you feel that your back is rounding a lot, you can always bend your knees. And steady your breath. Use some of that work of counting that we've been doing to help you count your breath and keep it steady. Bend your knees, everybody. Look forward and exhale. Push through your hands, lift through your hips, and jump forward or walk forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Come up to your fingertips, lift your chest, and then fold forward. Squeeze your legs in to stretch down through your spine, and then stand up. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands facing each other, arms stretching up. Tadasana. Surya Namaskar A again. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward. Squeeze your legs in, lift your chest, Ardha Uttanasana, and you can make your way to Chaturanga. You can jump back or walk and lower. Upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale here. Exhale here. Squeeze your thighs in, lift your hips up a little. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, and float or walk. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Uttanasana. Exhale. Squeeze your legs in, stand up and reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. I'm just going to turn to face the main camera. You can stay facing where you are, but if you need to be able to see the camera to understand this, just
turn, face, whatever. Bring your arms up at your sides like cactus pose. So stay legs straight, body strong, and then turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Move your elbows forward a little, turn your palms up towards the ceiling. And then turn your palms down and towards the wall behind you, or whatever's behind you. Cool, and from here, turn your palms forward. Turn your biceps out and keep turning your arms out. Then bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Then do Cactus Arms. Cool, so this is Cactus Arms if you don't know it. Squeeze your legs straight. Then turn your palms down and towards the wall behind you. And then turn your palms forward and keep going. Turn your palms out, turn your upper arms out, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And Tadasana. Alright, let's have a little break between Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. Bring your feet together. Stretch your arms up overhead, bring your hands together and look up. Urdhva Namaskar. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Make your way to Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Inhale, turn your biceps forward. And downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale. Right leg forward, left heel down, warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. Set your legs up, come up when you're ready. Lift your torso, but then do cactus arms here. And then I want you to turn your palms up. Keep going, turn your palms back, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So really open your chest here by sort of opening up your arms like they're wings. Pull your left hip forward, right hip back. And then bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your left heel, step back to plank and lower Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg forward, right heel down, set your legs up for warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1, lift your torso, stretch your arms up. We're going to do that same adjustment here. Bring your hands arms into cactus pose. And then turn them into wings. This almost feels like that to me. Get that from one of my teachers though. So lift your shoulders up, turn your palms up and back. Turn your biceps up and back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So one of my teachers calls this angel wings. Pull your right hip forward, left hip back. And bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your right heel, step back to plank and lower Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think a little bit of angel wings here. Inhale. Turn your biceps up and out. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Push through your arms, lift through your hips and float forward or walk forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Uttanasana. Exhale. Stand up, reach up. Urdhva Namaskarasana. And Tadasana. Steady your breath. Cool. Tadasana. Take your arms out to your sides in cactus pose. Squeeze your legs together. And then move your elbows forward, turn your palms up and back. And then straighten your arms just a little. And then think about your biceps. Even look at your biceps. Turn your biceps back a little bit more and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So I'm making these actions that we're doing to come up with this thing that I'm going to call angel wings really, really soon, or continually call it that really, really soon. Bring your arms down to your sides, Tadasana. Just trying to like break apart those pieces so we can feel them. All right, so now let's just do that action as if it's one action. Angel wings. Tadasana. Angel wings. And then move your belly back a little. Keep your angel wings, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Keep your belly toning and lift your chest up. Look up, add a little back bend. And then Uttanasana, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Make your way to Chaturanga and hold it.
for 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way down to your belly. Place your feet flat. We're going to do something that I call baby cobra. You might know it as baby cobra. So keep your hands on the ground, keep your feet on the ground. Lift your shoulders, lift your chest just a little. So this is baby cobra. We're not really using our arm strength. We're really using just some of our back and core strength to lift our upper body here. Take your hands off the ground. And then do angel wings here. So how do you do that? Roll your shoulders back, move your elbows forward, move your palms back. It might get you into your upper back bend a little bit more, right? Might feel that. And come down. Place your hands for downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under for downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Guess what? For downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, I've been encouraging jumping forward, floating forward from down dog to Ardha Uttanasana in our Surya Namaskar A and Surya Namaskar B. Why? Because I want to encourage a jump through here. If you've got enough space in front of you to stretch your legs out, cool, awesome. If not, you can walk your hands back towards your feet a little bit more to give yourself a little landing space in front of you. Bend your knees, everybody. Push through your hands. Lift through your hips. We're going to jump our legs through and stretch them out in front of us. Ready? On 3, 2, 1. Stretch your legs out and sit down. Do what you can do. Join us here. Legs out in front of you. Legs straight. Lie down on your back. Move your hips forward. Bend your knees. Place your feet on the ground. Have your heels close enough to your hips that you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Bend your elbows. Point your fingers up towards the ceiling. Tuck your shoulders in just a little. So if you think about a little bit of the angel wings, you can do a little bit of that here. Push your feet down. Lift your hips up. Now, move your palms up towards the ceiling and externally rotate your upper arms more. Do more of this angel wings action. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And then take your hands back behind you, interlace your fingers underneath you, and roll onto your left side, and then do that angel wing on the right side. Bring your right shoulder to the ground, roll over to your right, lean onto your right arm, and then do more angel wing on the left side. And then come back onto the left side. So rest on your shoulders evenly. Setubandhasana. Push your feet down, lift your butt up. Think about your belly, tone it, and then push through your shoulders and lift through your upper back. So really work to turn your upper arms out, tone your belly, lift your chest. Setubandhasana. Bridge pose. Release your hands. Lower your hips. Turn to one side and sit up and sit on your heels for Vajrasana. All right, so we went through that little flow a little slowly. We're gonna pick it up in the next round so that you can feel it maybe a little bit more as a flow, but we're also gonna change it up. Stretch your right arm up. Before that though, bend your right arm. Touch your back, take your left arm back behind you. Internally rotate it, so turn your thumb in a lot, bend your left arm, hold your right hand and left hand, or hold your shirt. Hook your right elbow behind your head if possible. Tone your belly. So move the front of your ribs back, tone your belly, and then lift through your upper back. Think about your left arm. It won't be able to move very much here, but do a little bit of angeling your left arm anyway. A little bit, right? Maybe. Maybe's good. Release your arms. Stretch your left arm up. Bend your left elbow. Reach your right arm back. Bend your right arm. Clasp your hands or hold your shirt. Hook your left arm behind your head. Push your head back. Tone your belly. And then lift through your upper back. Turn your right arm out a little bit more.
See what you can do there. So we're doing Gomukhasana arms, cow face pose. This can really work to open up your right arm. If you focus on it, it can help activate the muscles we need to get that angel wing happening. Then release that. And kneel up. What does that mean? It means come up on your knees. Separate your knees so they're right hip distance apart. Tuck your toes under, behind you. We're going towards Uttanasana. But first, some angel wings. Bring your arms up into cactus pose. And then move your elbows forward, palms up, move your belly back, and then lift your upper back. Think about your butt. Squeeze your butt tight. Move your belly back. Roll your elbows forward, shoulders back, palms up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Upper back bend. Reach back, grab your heels. Uttanasana. From here, tone your belly. Tighten up your butt. And then roll your upper arms out. Draw your elbows towards each other and lift through your upper back. Uttanasana. Tone your belly, lift your chest, come up. And child's pose. Balasana. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Stretch your arms straight. Push your hands down into the ground. Lift your head and your shoulders. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Adjust where you are on your mat if you need to. Downward face your dog. Yeah, I've got notes. I just had to check, see where we are. We're at the end of that little sequence. Get to move on back to where we started. So this little back bend flow. Bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. Think about jumping through, but just jump to Ardha Uttanasana. So think about jumping through, but stop yourself halfway. Push through your arms, keep your arms straight, lift through your hips, look forward, and float forward. Push through your arms, Ardha Uttanasana. Lift your chest, fold forward, Uttanasana. Stand up, reach up, hands together, back bend, tone your belly, lift through your upper back, Tadasana. Good times. Okay, let's put it together, see what we can do. Angel wings in Tadasana. Elbows out, down at your sides, move your elbows forward, roll your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulders together, lift through your upper back. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, stay here, and guess what? Do angel wings. Bring your arms out to your sides, and then move your elbows forward, roll your shoulders back, lift your palms, lift through your upper back here. It might lift you up, out of your Ardha Uttanasana a little. Cool. And plank pose. And lower all the way down. Coming all the way down. Flying Cobra. So it's like baby Cobra. So let's start in baby Cobra. Put your hands down. Lift your shoulders, lift your chest. Lift your hands. And fly. Do angel wings. Roll your shoulders back. This is actually turning your upper arms out. It's called external rotation. Squeeze your shoulders towards each other. Lift your upper back. Take your hands together. And then do more of it. Angel wing arms, external rotation. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Make your feet heavy. Lift your chest. Shavasana. Bend your knees. Grab your feet. Turn your upper arms out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift through your chest. And then pick your feet up. Dhanurasana. See how it all fits together? Turn your upper arms out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pick your feet up. And downward facing dog. And let's put it into our bridge pose. Bend your knees, look forward. We're gonna jump through again. So get ready. Jump through, Dhanasana. And lie down, Asana. Bend your knees. Lift your hips up. Just do it casually for a moment. Lift your hips up, stretch your arms up. Lower your hips to hover off the ground. Lift your hips up.
liver your hips. I don't know what that means. Lower your hips to hover off the ground. Lift your hips up. Lower your hips to hover off the ground. Lift your hips up. If it's too unstable with your arms up, you can place your hands on the ground. Lower your hips. Lift your hips. Do one more of these. Lower your hips. Lift your hips. Bring your hips down. Bring your arms down. Stretch your fingers towards your heels. So the setup that I like, it works for my body size and shape, is to have my arms at my sides touching my heels, and have my heels just close enough that I can just touch them with my fingers. And if I have my palms facing each other and I touch the outer edges of my heels, then my feet are also hip distance apart because my forearms are touching my hips. Oh, clever. I know. Read all about it in my post, all about setubandhasana, linked in the description for this class. Anyway, let's do some setubandhasana. Bend your elbows, push your shoulders down. Tone your belly, squeeze your butt tight, and lift your butt up. Now, do cactus arms. Really? Yeah, let's take your elbows out to the side a little. Turn your palms up. Oh, right. Look at your chest lift. Move your palms down towards the ground. Move the backs of your hands down. Lift your chest up. Oh, yeah. And then take your hands underneath you. Interlace your hands. And now, because we're stuck to the ground here, we got to do our angel wings one side at a time. So roll over onto your left side and angel wing your right arm, even though your hands are interlaced. Come down onto your right shoulder and lean over onto your right shoulder. And then, even though your hands are interlaced, angel wing your left arm, externally rotated. And then come back and lean on both arms. Push your feet down, tuck your butt, tone your belly, lift your upper back. So push with your arms. Bridge pose, setubandhasana. Release your hands. Lower your hips. Check your feet. If they moved, adjust them as necessary. We're doing it again. Bend your elbows. This time, you go through all of those steps internally, because I'm going to be talking less. Push your feet down, push your shoulders down, lift your hips up. Externally rotate your upper arms, tuck your shoulders in, clasp your hands. Rock and tuck, rock and tuck. Don't forget to tone your butt and tone your belly and lift your upper back. Back bends are pretty playful. I know I haven't really said to be very playful in class, but I hope that the class has been a little playful. We're going to make it a little more playful. Walk your feet together, bring your knees together. If it's too intense in your legs here, you can walk your feet away a little bit more. And then lift your right knee up and in towards your chest. And then straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling as best as you can. So it's bridge pose with one leg off the ground. It's Ekapada setubandhasana, one leg or 1 foot. Lift your hips up and down just a little bit, just little pulses here. Lift and lower, just like 2 or 3 centimeter movement, or an inch, not much. Do 2 more on this side, and then we'll make it vinyasa and change it up. Bend your right leg, bring your right foot down to the ground. Lift your left knee in towards your chest, straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling, and lift your hips up, and lower a little, lift a little. Just these little pulses, keep them steady. Push through your shoulders, work that external rotation of your upper arms here. Even though we've changed our focus a little bit, keep your upper body working. I know, we can go further than bridge. 1 leg bridge. It's like a drawbridge, sort of. Except don't lift both legs. Alright, do 1 more. Then bend your left leg, bring your left foot to the ground. Bring your butt to the ground. Turn to one side and sit up. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Dandasana. And sit up tall. And lower your shoulders. Tone your belly. Bring your hands off the ground and do angel wings. Interlace your fingers back behind you and continue that external rotation of your upper arms. Stretch up through the top of your head and then stretch your arms up overhead. Undo the interlace, reach them up. Flex at your hip, move the back of your ribs forward and down towards your thighs. Hold your feet if you can do that with legs straight. Otherwise, hold somewhere a little further back towards your knees. Keep your legs straight. Let's do a straight leg version today. So hold your legs where you can keep them straight and then pull on them. I don't know, like you've got like super tight socks that you're trying to pull up that just will not come up. Stretch your head towards your feet. Move your shoulders away from your ears so that you can get your neck long here. Move the back of your ribs forward and down. Uttanasana. Intense stretch of the back, so really work the back. Move the back of your ribs forward and down. Have fun with it. In Uttanasana, yeah, this is one of my favorite poses. Move your shoulders away from your ears, Stephen. And get long through your neck, everybody. Keep holding your legs where you are and lift your head and chest. Keep moving the back of your ribs forward as you sit up. And sit up. Whoa, that got me hot. It just got really hot in here. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold your toes. Baddha Konasana. Push your feet together and stretch out through your knees. Folding in over myself after some intense back bending. Good times. Okay, so push your feet together. We're gonna go hands free here. Make it a little playful. Yeah, we are. Take your right arm underneath your left. Oh, yeah. We're doing eagle arms in our cobbler pose. So wrap your arms like Garudasana. Now, it's hard to sit up straight here for a lot of us, so work to sit up straight as best as you can. Go your lower back in, move your shoulders down, lift up through your spine, even if it brings your knees away from the ground some. That's okay. Still getting lots of work here. And then change the clasp of your arms. So left arm underneath, right arm on top, wrap your wrists. Pull your elbows down, shoulders down, sit up tall. Baddha Konasana with Garudasana arms. And then undo that. Lean back, undo the Baddha Konasana, so bring your feet apart, take your right leg underneath your left. So right foot underneath your left leg, cross your left leg over top of your right leg. Ardha Matsyendrasana setup. Move your hands to the sides of your hips, and lift your hips up a little, shift them over to the right, just a little bit. And then sit up tall. Hold your left knee, pull it up and in towards your chest, and sit up tall. Take your left hand back behind you, stretch your right arm up, keep hugging your left leg in, and turn to the left, touch your right arm outside your left leg, and twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Move your shoulders back, lift up through your spine, and smile. I always like smiling at Shiva over here. At my puja, I've got Shiva, and he's wearing my I'm COVID-19 vaccinated sticker, so it tells you a little bit about when this class was filmed. And then untwist, come back to center, take your hands back behind you, touch the ground, lean back, and undo your legs and keep going. Cross your left leg under your right leg over top of your left. And then move your hands beside your hips, move your hips over to the left a little. Grab your right knee, pull it in towards your chest and sit up tall. Take your right hand back behind you, stretch your left arm up, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Turn to the right, touch your left arm outside your right leg, roll your shoulders back, and stretch up through your spine as you twist. And untwist.
Unwrap your legs. Lie down on your back.
And bring your knees into your chest. It feels good to lift your head and shoulders up off the ground. You can. We did a lot of back bending, and this is really as close to the complete opposite of that as we can get. Just a chance to settle for a short Shavasana. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, you can always hit pause during the Shavasana, and then just hit play when you want to wrap it up. Bring your feet to the ground, bring your head and shoulders to the ground, and set up for Shavasana. Stretch your legs out. Separate your feet, turn your palms up, do a gentle, passive external rotation. And then wiggle your hips a little, wiggle your shoulders a little, and settle. Close your eyes, and rest. Start to deepen your breath. And move a little. Move as you like. When you're ready, you can bend your knees, turn onto your side, and make your way back up to seated. Come into whatever seated position you like. Relax your eyes or close your eyes. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, the prayer position, and sit up tall. Back bends really they help us open up our heart, open up our chest, open up our mind in a way that our work, being on our devices, it really can turn us inward. And so I hope that this helped you just get a little more brightness into your day, a little more brightness in your practice, and a little more play into this half hour. Thanks for practicing. Namaste. Thanks, OMies. Hope you enjoyed class. I have written a whole blog post about our feature post today, setubandhasana, and there's a link in the description for this video, so you can find that, click on it, go over to my website. There's also a link for my newsletter, which you can click on and sign up to my mailing list. I'd love that. I think you'll enjoy it. You get actually to hear from me. And if you're looking for another class to do in the future, there's a class of mine you can click on, add to your watch later list. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, that's super easy. Just click my picture over there. Done. Subscribed. Thanks, OMies. Got any questions? Stick in the comments. See you soon.